Good morning, all students. Today it is our 19th lecture of Basic Electronics and Electrical. So today we are going to cover some applications of diode. So first of all, whenever we are connecting any device to power supply, if it works on DC voltage, then we have to connect the power supply. Now, what is meant by regulated power supply? You must have seen the adapters, chargers. So that chargers are nothing but the power supply. So regulated power supply means whose output voltage do not change depending upon the input voltage, and the output load. If the input voltage is changing, still the output voltage is constant. If the input voltage is increasing, the output voltage remains same. If input voltage decreases, the output voltage remains same. If the load changes, means at the time, suppose one mobile is connected to charger, then its output voltage is suppose 5 volt. If two mobile phones are connected for charging, still the output voltage is constant. So that is nothing but the regulated power supply. Now, what is the regulated power supply? We'll see in detail using block diagram. So see, generally we know that the input to the charger, that is supply coming from MACB is AC, that is alternating quantity, but we want supply in DC. So hence we have to convert this AC supply to DC supply. So we are going to see the block diagram of conversion of AC to DC. See, I am drawing this diagram which converts AC into DC. The first block of regulated power supply is the rectifier circuit. Second block is the filter circuit. And third block is the voltage regulator IC. And then finally, at the output, you will get DC, and here the input is AC. See, here the input is AC, so this supply looks like the sinusoidal AC waveform at input side. At the output of transformer, the supply is AC, but its voltage is very less than your MACB supply. The output of rectifier is your pulsating DC, means not pure DC, not impure DC. It is a pulsating DC. So it is nothing but like this. Okay. Then output of filter is your pure DC like this, and the final output voltage is also pure DC, but it is regulated, means irrespective of input and output, its voltage remains constant. So as you can see, this the block diagram of regulated power supply. You can have a screenshot of this. So now we will see again how it works. So supply coming from MACB is AC. It is generally 230 volt 50 hertz supply. So this much amount of voltage cannot be given to any electronic device. So that's why there is a need of voltage conversion. Hence we are converting high voltage to lower voltage. So the device which converts this high voltage to lower voltage is nothing but the transformer. So this is transformer, XER, transformer. So transformer, we will see it in electrical units also, the working principle of transformer. But today just keep in mind that transformer is nothing but a device which down converts the AC voltage. Only AC. Transformer does not uses DC current. It uses only AC current. So high AC voltage is converted to low AC voltage. So this low AC voltage need to be converted in the form of DC. Hence, this DC volt, how it is generated? First, this low voltage AC, that is output of transformer, is then given to the rectifier. We'll see what actually rectifier do, but there are major three types of rectifier: half wave rectifier, full wave bridge rectifier, and full wave center type rectifier. The function or the working of each rectifier is different, but we'll see the working of rectifier in detail afterwards in this unit. So rectifier converts AC voltage into pulsating DC. See, the most important thing, AC into pulsating DC. As you can see, the third graph. See, this is graph number 1. This is graph number 2. This is graph number 3. So in third graph, from second to third, you can see the output is converted from AC to pulsating DC. Pulsating DC means it is not pure, but it is DC. Okay. And third device is the filter circuit, which converts the pulsating DC into pure. So output of filter is pure DC. Getting? So in this way, this filter converts DC, pulsating DC into pure DC. But if suppose you do not connect the voltage regulator, that's why I've written that voltage regulator in red block, because it is important block. If you do not connect voltage regulator, what will happen? The rectifier, filter, they are converting AC to DC. But if suppose the AC input of MACB supply decreases from 230 to suppose 200, then what will happen? the output of filter will decrease. Means initially suppose it is giving 5 volt and input has decreased from 230 to 200, then filter output will decrease to 4.5. Say suppose, okay, if input voltage of MACB increases to 270, then output voltage may increase to 5.5 volt. But electronic circuits require constant supply because as you know, even some amount of voltage increases, the circuit get damaged. And you know that the mobile phones, computers, laptops, AC, fridge, all these things require constant supply. If somewhat voltage increases, the device get damaged and you require the maintenance. So for that purpose, the most important thing is that the output of filter must be constant. That's why voltage regulator, it is regulating something. Okay, so voltage regulator make sure that the output of your DC power supply remains constant irrespective of change in input voltage or output load. Load, what I told you, load means if suppose load, you can say anything which operates on that power supply. If you have connected more devices on same power supply, load is more. If only single device is connected on that power supply, means load is less. Getting? So this is the regulated power supply. I hope there is no doubt now. So we'll see it in detail, the regulated power supply. Okay, so this is the important part of our today's lecture, that is regulated power supply. Again, it out. Again, it out. So I can show you actually the circuit diagram for this regulated power supply. We have seen the block diagram, but we can see the circuit diagram also. Yes, we are going to see it in ahead, but today I can show you that circuit. See this. See this block diagram. This is unregulated power supply, but at the output of this filter circuit, see here, at the output of this filter circuit, if you connect the Zener diode, then you can say that it will become the regulated power supply. see here, if you connect Zener diode like this, now see, I'm zooming in. So you can see if Zener diode is connected like this, then this becomes a regulated power supply. Then you can say that by connecting this, this becomes the regulated power supply. So this is the circuit diagram for regulated power supply. You can take the screenshot of it. There you can see the rectifier circuit is there. That rectifier circuit contains 4 diodes. You can see that. So that's why it is called as an application of diode. Now ask me any doubt if you have. After timeout, we'll come again and we'll see the working of regulated power supply using animated videos. You can draw this circuit in your notebook also, and as well as you can take the screenshot also. So we are having timeout. Rejoin again.